this thing we have seen sometime. So what we are supposed to do, we should go and serve the devotee first. So if we serve the devotee, he will be merciful upon us, and definitely he will give. So once in our temple from Mayapur Pujari, this His Grace Pankajangri Prabhu came our temple, and we were serving him very nicely all the time, prasadam and everything. We were taking care of him. So definitely he will leave his plate. He knows. So he will leave. So it's like that. Now, but if you are not, if he is not, if we are not serving, he don't know us also. So he will not give only. So he will wash his plate on by himself. So we should serve first. Then they themselves, sometimes you don't have to even take the permission. They themselves will give. They themselves will give. So it is very nice if we accept. Actually, this I have said earlier, three things are very nice. If a person can get three things, or at least one out of three, then they can very quickly progress in the bhakti. What are those three? They are, uh, one is remnants from devotees prasad plate, and dust from the pure devotees lotus feet, and charnamrit. That means after washing the feet of devotee, that water we get, and then we can quickly progress. Okay, so this is the thing. So your question is like, you can do it secretly, but if you take permission, that's very nice. And but if you do service and accept without even permission, they themselves give, that is the best. Okay, so but in the first canto it is mentioned that Naradji took permission and accept. Okay, so but many devotee take secretly also, it's not a problem. Okay, so you can take that. Okay, so no other questions, so I'm going for text 16. In between, if you have question, you can send with WhatsApp. Okay. वार्ता विचित्रा शालीनया यावर्षिलोच्छनम् विप्रवर्ति चतुर्धेयं श्रेयसीक्षो ततोरत्तरा. Vatra, the occupational means of livelihood for the Vaishya, agriculture, cow protection and trade. Vichitra, various types. Shalina, livelihood achieved without effort. Yayavar, going to the field to beg for some paddy. Shila, picking up the grains left in the field by the proprietor. Punchanam, picking up the grains that have fallen from bags in shops. Vipravritti, the means of livelihood for the Brahmins. Chaturdha, four different kinds. Iyam, this. Shreyasi, better. Cha, also. Uttara, the later compared to the former. Translation: as an alternative, now this is some alternative. As an alternative, a Brahman may also take to the Vaishya's occupational duty of agriculture, cow protection and trade. Sometimes Brahmins can do that. He may depend on that which he has received without begging. He may beg in the paddy field every day. Okay, he may go to the paddy field and beg from there. Some people are working in paddy field, they will give some. He may collect paddy left in field by its proprietor. Sometime when the farmer has taken everything to the home, something will be remaining. Some paddy, paddy means this rice, or wheat, or whatever is remaining on the field. There will be something always remaining. So that they can collect. Brahmins can collect, and they can make themselves okay with that. Or he may collect food grains left here and there in the shops of grain dealers. So in the marketplace, when the grains are sold, they are always some grains are felt, are there on the ground. When they are giving to here, there and transferring, so much an amount of grains will be fell down on the roads. So that Brahmins can collect and manage. So it's not easy to be Brahman also. You are just, imagine you are going on the road and collecting one rice grain or wheat grain. What is this? So it's not easy to be a Brahmin actually. So because it's very tough actually. I remember initial days we used to go to door, and we put the doorbell, and they will come and we will say, this is the thing, we are from this is, please give us some charity. And some people will scold, I go man, like this, they will say. Some people will give charity. Some people will call us inside the home, give some water, some fruits, and respect us. Some people will give a nice abusive word and tell very, very bad to us. So we will say, okay, no problem, we disturbed you, sorry, and we'll move to the next house, right? So um, I remember I used to go like 4 to 5 hours in daytime in sunlight. We used to go and walk every day, walk and walk, and we will have one bag also, heavy bag full of books. You know? So to some people we will who give big charity, so we give them some gift also, some books or something like that. And some people, if they don't want to give charity, we will ask them to buy books. And some people, they don't want to buy books, then we will say at least give some charity. So they will give some charity and like that. And that charity we will engage, like you see now, how temples are feeding many many people, right? Delhi temple is all together, all the Delhi temples together, if you keep 12 lakh people, they are feeding prasadam every day, morning and evening. So how they are getting? They are getting in charity, na? So we used to go in sunlight every day and ask for charity. And one day we were so tired, me and one of my friend, two people were there, and we were very tired, and it was so hot, and we were going. Then one house we went, one old lady came and she saw our face. She said, you people look very tired, you come inside. She gave nice lemon juice. After drinking that lemon juice, we felt, oh, so nice. Uh, so like that, it's not very easy to be Brahmin also. uh, so these are four means of livelihood that may also be adopted by Brahmins. So Brahmins, these are alternative, they can do these kind of means for livelihood also. Among these four, each of them in succession is better than the one preceding it. Okay, so uh, these four things can be accepted by Brahmins, and what is that? So if this is the order. Among these four, each of them in succession is better than the one preceding it. Okay, so this is the sequence. He has received paddy field, collecting from paddy field every day, or he may depend on that which he has received without begging. He may. So there are some Brahmins, they used to go and beg, but some will not go and beg. Whatever comes, they will accept that. So whatever comes, it's fine. And some will not take that also. They will go. Uh, they will go in the paddy field, and whatever is remaining, that they will collect. And the best is that whatever is there in the marketplace or in the shop of the grain sellers, there they can collect something remaining, in this way. Okay, so this is the sequence. Okay, so purport is, a Brahmana is sometimes offered land and cows in charity, and thus for his livelihood he may act in the same way as a Vaishya by cultivating land, giving protection to cows, and trading off his surpluses. Okay, so sometimes Brahmins are giving some cows and some land in charity. So there they can do some cultivation, for the ashram, and some cow protection. You see, in ISKCON they have a Goshala, and they have some farm also where they do little agriculture work. So it's not a problem. And if it is more like they did some cultivation, something extra, that they can give to others as a charity or as a trade also. So a better process, however, is to pick up grains from it. But better than this is to pick up the grains from a field or from a dealer's shop without bagging. Okay. Jagannyo no Jagannyo na uttamam vrittim manapadi bhajennaraha rite rajanyam apatsu sarvesham api sarvasa. Jaganya, low person, not uttamam, high. Vrittim means of livelihood. Anapadi, when there is no social upheaval. Bhajet, may accept. Nara, man. Rite, accept. Rajanyam, the profession of the Kshatriyas, Apatsu, at times of emergency, Sarvesham, of everyone in every status of life. Api, certainly. Sarvasa, all professions or occupational duties, except in a time of emergency. Lower person should not accept the occupational duties of those who are higher. When there is such an emergency, of course, everyone but the Kshatriyas may accept the means of livelihood of others. When the occupational duty of a Brahman should not be accepted by persons in lower social orders. Okay, people who are in lower social orders, they cannot accept the duties of Brahmans like this thing, and especially Vaishyas and Sudras. For example, an occupational duty of the Brahman is to teach Vedic knowledge, but unless there is an emergency, this professional duty should not be accepted by the Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, or Sudras. Only Brahmin should teach. Even a Kshatriya cannot accept the duties of a Brahman unless there is an emergency. And then, even if he does so, he should not accept charity from anyone else. Even if Kshatriya does, he cannot take charity. Sometimes Brahmins protest against our Krishna conscious movement for creating Brahmins from Europeans, or in other words, from Mlechas and Yavanas. This is something important. What Prabhupada is saying, that actually nowadays it is in the like silently they are doing, but when ISKCON was introduced and new in India, that time many people, the caste Brahmins, they were actually opposed of ISKCON. They were against ISKCON. They did a lot of complaints against ISKCON, to the police. Many Brahmins gave money to the police just to close the ISKCON temple, like that. Why? Prabhupada saying many people, many Brahmins, they are protesting against our Krishna consciousness. Why? Because they are saying that in ISKCON, you people are giving Brahmin Diksha to Europeans and Americans. So, European and Americans, they are like Milechas and Yavanas. So, we have this Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, and below them, this there are low class like Hood, Pulind, Pulkasa, Andhra, Kushan, all those are low class. So in that, Milechas and Yavanas are also low class. So ISKCON is a different thing. Like they are not seeing this thing, and the Brahmins are, the caste Brahmins are saying that ISKCON is giving initiation to these people also. So it is not good. So this movement, that means ISKCON, however, is here supported in Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is not like simply in ISKCON everybody they are giving Diksha. No, it is supported by Srimad Bhagavatam. At the present moment, society is in a chaotic condition, and everyone has given up the cultivation of spiritual life. Nobody want to become devotee. Everybody left the Vedic system, spiritual life, which is especially meant for the Brahmins, because spiritual culture has been stopped all over the world. Okay, because spiritual culture has been stopped all over the world, there is now an emergency, and therefore it is now time to train those who are considered lower and condemned. So this is the emergency situation. Nobody is becoming devotee. So whoever is interested, we can train them and give them Diksha and make them Brahman. It's no problem. It is accepted in Bhagavatam. It is as per Bhagavatam. Okay. So that they may become Brahmans and take up the work of spiritual progress. Okay. The spiritual progress of human society has been stopped, and this should be considered as emergency. Here is solid support from Narad Muni of the movement known as Krishna consciousness. So Narad Muni is saying if there is emergency, Diksha can be given to anyone. And many verses, reference are there in many Puranas and especially Bhagavatam, where it is said, even if a person is born in Yavana, Mlecha, Chandala, any family, and if he accepts Harinam and a bona fide spiritual master, he is elevated and he is more greater than the so-called Brahmins who is not serving Krishna. Okay. Okay. Okay, so as such, I have no question till now. Okay, so there is no question I got till now in WhatsApp. So I will take some more shloka. Okay, I can take this next two shloka also, which are given, three shloka which are given together. 18 to 20. If you have any question, you can post me. Otherwise, I am taking this. ऋतमृताभ्यां जीवेत मृतेन प्रमृतेन वा सत्यान्यताभ्यामपि वा न सुवृत्तया कदाचन ऋतम् उच्छशिलं प्रोक्तम् अमृतं यदयाचितं मृतं तु नित्ययाञ्च स्यात् प्रमृतं कर्षणं स्मृतम् सत्यानृतं च वाणिज्यं स्ववृत्तिर्नीच सेवनं वर्जयेत्ता सदा विप्रो राजन्यश्च जुगुप्सिताम् सर्ववेदमयो विप्रा सर्वदेवमयो नृपः Rite Amritabhyam of the means of livelihood known as Rita and Amrita Jiveta one may live Vritena by the profession of Vrita Pramritena va or by the profession of Pramrita Satya Nirtabhyam api even by the profession of Satya Nirta va or na never swa Vritya by the profession of the dogs Kadachan at any time Ritam Rita Ucha Shilam the livelihood of collecting grains left in the field of marketplace. Proktam, it is said Amritam, the profession of Amrita, Yat which Ayachitam obtained without begging from anyone else. Mritam, the profession of Mrita too, but Nityachya, begging grains every day from the farmer. Syat should be Pramritam, the Pramrita means of livelihood. Karshanam, tilling the field. Smritam, it is so remembered. Satyanitam, the occupation of Satyanircha and Vanijam, trade. Swavritti, the occupation of the dogs. Nicha Sevanam, the service of low persons, the Vaishya and Shudra. Varjet, should be Viptam, that the profession of the dogs. Sada, always Vipra, the Brahman, Rajanyacha, and the Kshatriya. Jugupsitam, very abominable, Sarva Ved Maya, learned in all the Vedic understanding, Vipra, the Brahman, Sarva Dev Maya, the embodiment of all the demigod, Nirpa, the Kshatriyas of king. In the time of emergency. Okay, so from previous verse, I wanted to tell one more thing is that the Brahman Kshatriya Vyasa Sutra, Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Chaturvarna Maya Srishta Guna Karma Vibhagasa. It is divided based on Guna and Karma, not based on birth. So many people who are opposed, the many by birth, they claim themselves as Brahman. Those people opposing ISKCON because ISKCON is following this rule, Guna Karma Vibhagasa. But they are telling you take Janma to decide who is Brahman, who is Kshatriya. But why we should take Janma as that? Because Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clearly said it is based on Guna and Karma. So even though person may took birth in the lower class family, but if his Guna and Karmas are nice, he can be even called Brahmanas, no problem. Right? We have so many examples. We have Narada, and we have Vyasdev, we have Valmiki, we have Mrigari, many who just by by performing nice guna and nice karmas and acquiring nice guna after doing sadhana and bhakti, they acquired nice gunas. So they become they came to the even satoguna and beyond satoguna. So they became nice devotee. You see, and Vyasdev who wrote all the scriptures is the son of a fisherman girl. And Valmiki was a who wrote Ramayana, right? Lord Ram gave him opportunity to write Ramayana, and Mother Sita was under the protection of Valmiki, such a great person. But earlier life he was, and the initial days of his life he was a robber, you know. And so many people are there, right? Narada was a son of a Dasi, and Vidura, he was also son of a Dasi, but such a great devotee of Lord Krishna used to eat in his home, not in Duryodhana home. You know. So these are the things. Okay, so birth is not a thing, but Guna and Karma is the criteria to divide Brahman, Kshatriya, and Vaishya Sudra. So in that way, ISKCON is not considering where you took birth. ISKCON is seeing only if you are performing the rules properly, all the Diksha rules properly, then ISKCON is giving Diksha to everyone, whoever they are. That's why ISKCON has disciples all over the world and in all sorts of countries. Okay, translation of this verse: in time of emergency, One may accept any of the various types of professions known as Rita, Amrita, Mrita, Pramrita, and Satyanrita. But one should not at any time accept the profession of a dog. The profession of Unchasila, collecting grains from the field, is called Rita. Okay. The profession of Unchashila, collecting grains from the field, is called Rita. Collecting without begging is called Amrita. Begging grains is called Mrita. Tilling the ground is called Pramrita. And trade is called Satyanita. Okay. So one may accept any of these type of profession, but one should not anytime accept the profession of a dog. Okay. So these are the definition given here. And then engaging in the service of low grade persons, however, is called Swavritti, the profession of the dogs. What is that? Engaging in the service of low grade persons. Specifically, Brahmins and Kshatriyas should not engage in the low and abominable services of Sudras. Brahmin should be well acquainted with all the Vedic knowledge, and Kshatriya should be well acquainted with the worship of demigods. Okay. So Brahmins are not supposed to go and work under the Sudras. What is that? There is no need of that, right? As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Chatur Varnam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagsa. Okay. The four divisions of human society were created by the Supreme Lord according to the three modes of material nature and the work ascribed to them. Formerly, the principle of dividing human society into four sexes, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, was strictly followed, but because of gradual neglect of the Varnashram principles, Varna Sankara population developed and the entire institution has now been lost. Okay, because people started neglecting Varnashrama. Now the population is Varna Sankara and the problem is there. Okay, so whole Varnashram is now lost. In this age of Kali, practically everyone is a Shudra, Kalau Sudra Sambhava, and finding anyone who is a Brahman, Kshatriya, or what is that? This is Shastra line. Scripture saying Kalau Sudra Sambhava. In Kali Yuga, everybody is Sudra. And finding anyone who is a Brahman, Kshatriya, and Vaishya is very difficult. Although the Krishna consciousness movement, ISKCON, is a movement of Brahmins and Vaishnavas, it is trying to re-establish the divine Varnashram institution. For without this division of society, there cannot be peace and prosperity anywhere. Without re-establishing Varnashrama, people cannot live peacefully. Because when Varnashrama is there, everybody is interrelated and helping everyone and getting their contributing and serving others. This is the main thing of Varnashram. But when Varnashram is not there, everybody wants it for themselves. They want to acquire. There's nobody want to contribute, right? So there is a chaos in the society. Okay, so in this way we have to understand this. Okay, okay. Still there are 10 minutes and 1 minute. Okay, so no, nobody has any question till now. So I'm going to take text 21 also. Okay. So Shamo Damastapa Saucham Santosham Chantir Arjavam Jnanam Dayachutatmatvam Satyam Cha Brahma Lakshanam. Shama, control of the mind, Dhamma, control of the senses, Tapa, austerity and penance, Saucham, cleanness, Santosha, satisfaction, Shanti, forgiveness, being unagitated by anger, Arjavam, simplicity, Jnanam, knowledge, Daya, mercy, Achyut Atmatvam, accepting oneself as an eternal servant of the Lord, Satyam, truthfulness, Cha, also Brahma Lakshanam, the symptoms of Brahmana. The symptoms of a Brahman are control of the mind. Now, how we will know who is Brahman? So these are the symptoms. What are the symptoms of Brahman? Are control of the mind, control of the senses, austerity and finances, cleanliness, satisfaction, forgiveness, simplicity, knowledge, mercy, truthfulness, and complete surrender to the Supreme Personality of God. These are the qualities of Brahmins. Okay, in the institution of Varnashram Dharma, the symptoms of Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Sannyasi are all described. The symptoms are all there, and we can understand. The ultimate aim is Achyutatmatvam. Okay, this is the aim. What is the aim? Achyutatmatvam means to think always of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, always thinking about Krishna, है ना, संसिद्धिर हरितोषणम, always working for the satisfaction of Krishna, है ना. So this is the goal. Ultimate goal is to think always of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna or Vishnu, to make advancement in Krishna consciousness. One has to become a Brahman with the above mentioned symptoms. So these qualities one should acquire. Shauryam, Viryam, Dhartistejas, Tyagashatmajaya Chama, Brahmanyata Prasadasya, Satyam Cha Chatra Lakshanam. Shaurya, power in battle, Veeryam being unconquerable, Dhriti, patience even in reverses, Kshatriya is very grave, Teja, ability to defeat others, Tyaga, giving charity, Cha, and Jaya, not being overwhelmed by bodily necessity, Kshama, forgiveness, Brahmanyata, faithfulness to the Brahminical principles, Prasada, jolliness in any condition of life, Cha, and Satyam Cha, and truthfulness, Kshatriya, Lakshanam, these are the symptoms of a Kshatriya. To be influential in battle, unconquerable, patient, challenging, and charitable, to control the bodily necessities, to be forgiving, to be attached to the Brahminical nature, and to be always jolly and truthful. These are the symptoms of the Kshatriyas. Okay. Devguru, Devar, Devguru Achyute Bhakti Strivarga Pariposhanam Astikyam Udyamo Nityam Nepunyam Vaishyalakshanam. Devguru Uchyate unto the demigods, the spiritual master and Lord Vishnu. Bhakti, engagement in devotional service, three varga of the three principles of pious life, religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Pariposhanam, execution, astikyam, faith in the scriptures, the spiritual master, and the supreme Lord. Udyamaha, active, nityam, without cessation, continuously, nepunyam, expertise, vaishya lakshanam, the symptoms of a vaishya. Being always devoted to the demigods, the spiritual master, and the supreme Lord, Vishnu. Devoted to the demigod, spiritual master, and the supreme Lord Vishnu, endeavoring for advancement in religious principle, economic development, and sense gratification, dharma, artha, and kama, believing in the words of the spiritual master, his scripture, and always endeavoring for the with expertise in earning money. These are the symptoms of the Vaishya community. Okay. Sudrasa sannati saucham seva swaminyamaya amantragyo hasteyam satyam go viprarakshanam. Sudras of the Sudra, the fourth grade of man society, the worker, Sannati, obedience to the higher classes, the Brahman, Kshatriya, and Vaishya, Saucham, cleanness, Seva, Sarveswami, to the master of man who maintains him, Amayaya, without duplicity, Amantra Yagya, performance of sacrifice, simply by offering obeisances without mantras. He certainly Asteyam, practicing not to steal, Satyam, Ratnan, Go, cows, Vipra, Brahmana, Dakshanam, offering obeisances to the higher section of society, the Brahmana, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, being always very clean, being free from duplicity, serving one's master, performing sacrifices without uttering mantras, not stealing, always speaking the truth, and giving all protection to the cows and Brahmans. These are the symptoms of the Sudras. It is everyone's experience that workers or servants are generally accustomed to stealing. A first class servant is one who does not steal. Here it is recommended that a first class Sudra must remain very clean, must not steal or speak lies, and must always render service to his master. A Sudra may attend sacrifices and Vedic ritualistic ceremonies along with his master, but he should not utter the mantras, for these may be uttered only by the member of the higher section of society. Unless one is completely pure and has been raised to the standard of a Brahman, Kshatriya, or Vaishya, in other words, unless one is a Dvija, twice born, the chanting of mantras will not be fruitful. Okay, so in this way, this section from 13 to 24, where Narad Muni is describing the duties of different varnas, this section is completed. Okay, so thank you all for joining.